approach we take is no retreat, no surrender. We won't accept failure. You won't accept it.
Tobacco, alcohol, cocaine, food.
15% less fat in my body.
The business is good, very good, for George Lucio at the Alpha Lifestyle Center in Canada.
You'll feel a calming effect come over the body probably midway through therapy.
Mark, the man behind the glasses, is a major success story. A 3.5-pack-a-day smoker for years, he was addicted.
I'd have a cigarette in one hand and an asthma inhaler in the other, and I'd be puffing on either one. It got so bad. I would lose my breath sitting on the couch.
He's here for demonstration purposes only, because more than a year ago he came in for a 45-minute treatment only because he was pushed by a girlfriend. He hasn't had a smoke since.
My health is wonderful. I've had a complete physical. My tests for my heart, my lungs have come back just phenomenal.
Sandy's story is every bit as compelling. A pack and a half a day for 3 decades. She tried everything, but the laser's light took her out of smoking's black hole.
I felt better physically from day one. The first morning that I woke up, I felt like a different person, and that's what kept me from ever even thinking about having another cigarette.
The theory is smoking makes the brain feel happy.
You see, when you ingest nicotine, it stimulates the release of neurochemicals in the brain, endorphins. Cigarette smokers are shown to have higher endorphin levels. These are the feel-good neurochemicals the brain loves it.
He says the laser stimulates the same response in the brain and dissipates slowly, eliminating physical withdrawal pains as a smoker quits.
If your body isn't screaming for it, you know, then the other is much easier to overcome. And it was.
Igor's job is to make excuses, procrastinate, blame.
Igor is Lucio's name for the inner voice that makes quitting so tough. He tackles that inner voice first by getting people to understand it and replacing that urge to smoke with something else. Like sipping water.
Everything that was associated with smoking would be associated with what? First thought that will come into those person's mind, lifelong at times of stress, is going to be water. Now we filled the void with something healthy.
Many people who quit fill the void with food, which typically leads to a 30 to 40-pound weight gain. Mark's used the laser treatment to actually lose weight after quitting.
I burn it off. I have so much more energy. It's even sitting down, I'm burning calories because my metabolism has been excited.
A waiting room notebook is filled with testimonials from people all over Canada and the U.S. who can't say enough good things about the laser. Thank you for saving my life, and I'm sure I'll never smoke again. Sounds great, but is there something we're missing?
Just a precaution to protect your eyes from a laser light, which is very bright.
Lucio says our FDA just hasn't seen proof that it works. The FDA does exist largely to protect consumers, and he admits it could be the psychological aspect of the treatment that turns the trick, maybe even a placebo effect. But he says it's a shame most Americans are denied easy access.
I'm not to question, I'm just to get results for people.
And he claims an 85% success rate with smokers and a similar rate with other addictions. He says satisfied, grateful patients send 7 more patients his way. It's all word of mouth. And the words?
It's by far the easiest thing I've ever done.